Hey, people, we are back for episode number 3. Well, I would say episode 2 went about half as well as episode 1, which, I mean, that's to be expected. Episode 1 was the big breakthrough. Whoa. Uh, but episode 2 was more like, we're getting into stuff. A lot of people were happy to see Ismail. Ismail was really glad to be on the show, happy to get some of his ideas off. I really enjoyed talking to him. He's one of my best friends. Love him like a brother. He's great. Yeah. And a lot of people were really happy to hear about the bridge, the library too. So yeah, so obviously it was somewhat of a success. I also knew for the first episode there was apparently problems with the premiere, but it seems like I fixed all of that for the second episode. So everything went well. Yeah. So short week, 2 days. We had a bunch of snow. Craziness, man. I will tell you what. I did so much shoveling. I was sore by, when was it? Yesterday. Or, well, yesterday from when this is being filmed. Wednesday. Uh, yeah. So, very interesting indeed. I know a lot of people were unhappy that we had to go back to school. But, hey, at least we're getting this Friday off, right? Which is when this is happening right now. So, but it is a little weird having that opening where we go to school in the middle of the week for 2 days. Both blocks too. Really short week with only blocks. So a little confusing, a little weird. But good thing is we're done with it. And it's looking like we'll get more snow next week and the week after that. So yay, no school. A lot of people have been asking, what is this thing? This is Lindbergh. It's an American flag that I designed. I guess I never brought this up. It's the American flag with the Lindbergh logo. A lot of people have told me instead of just having it there, I should really nail it up to both sides. Now you're gonna ask about this black square. That's a story for another day. But yeah, this one here too. People have also been asking about. Let me see if I can show you all that. That's just the flag of Missouri, because that's where we live. We all live in Missouri. So just showing some proud of the school we go to. All right, we're all Lindberghians. That's the new term. Yeah, and we're all Missourians. So hope that cleared everything up. Now, anyway, let's get back on topic. So personally, I think and everyone else, I'm pretty sure, thinks, well, why didn't we just have the whole week off if we got 3 days off? Over half the week is gone. Yeah, I would love that. I even saw like me and my friends. Well, what if we just take all the snow and we pile it back into the streets so the buses can't get in the neighborhoods, which I think is illegal. So, but that would be fun. Uh, so I'm not telling anyone to do that because I'm not going. I'm a good boy. So I'm not inciting criminal activity. All right, but hey, I am down to skip school. No, like to not to skip school. To oh man, this is making it difficult to not go. Okay, we like the people at school. Some of them. Uh, I know obviously you go to school and you probably don't like everyone, but uh, but sometimes you want to be at school so you know what's going on, but also it's easier to understand what's happening. Like if you're a teacher assigned something, if you're anything like me, you don't like reading right off the screen. You read it. What am I looking at? And but then the teacher's up on the board. But anyways, I like snow days, and I'm pretty sure everyone else does too, or at least the majority does. I know on Wednesday a lot of the buses got like stuck. or like they were late, like 10 to 20 minutes late. I'm a driver. Yes, yes, I know. Um, Carpool. Yeah, I know. I'm one of those schmucks. Yep. But with that, I usually leave pretty early, and I see the bus that comes to my neighborhood like stuck at the entrance of my neighborhood, like at the, and I was like, holy crap, you guys should have been here before I left. I was like, man, this is not going to go well. Several of my friends showed up late, even like today too. As I'm filming this on a Thursday, people showed up late. So yeah, um, really interesting. So this kind of all combines to people saying, well, why didn't we just get the whole thing off? I I don't know. Like, yes, I know most of the major roads are clear now, but like some of these neighborhoods really, where are the snowplows? No snowplows. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I hope everybody had a nice little extended break there. It looks like we'll get another one. I'm not exactly sure how many snow days Limburg has, something like 5. Yeah, I don't know. But I think we've used up 3 now, which goes with our episode 3. Um, so yeah. But anyways, so okay, as I'm filming this today, there was an incident at the school where I am sure a lot of you have seen this poster. Now, what I'm going to say is not a political statement at all. I want everyone to understand that, okay? I think Lindbergh, as a school, any school, has to unite. Schools should not be centered around politics. Yes, we have freedom of speech. That's a great thing. But we should be able to be here and get along. And I know that a lot of people will see posters like these and think, oh, yes, I agree with this. As for any poster, really. But it is a very controversial topic. And I know several people who were upset about it. So you're probably thinking, well, James, you tore it down. What's that mean? I tore it down for a couple reasons. One, because I just don't want political stuff at the school. I don't care if it said ice in, I would have torn it down too. Okay? So uh, I think it would do more harm than good. Two, well, I needed to talk about it on the podcast, and I figured it would be better if I brought it here. So yeah, if you were involved with the people who tore this down, I mean you no harm. Okay. Um, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I went around with several of my buddies and we took a lot of these down. Okay. Because I think again it's gonna make people mad. It's gonna cause more conflict. Another thing is it's just very confusing because I know it says nationwide shutdown, but right here it says no school. Uh, January 30th. That is Friday. We have that day off. So I don't quite understand why it says no school on here. I'm assuming this is from a different like website because obviously not every school in the world in the country has the day off Friday. But then the back here has a lot of things talking about just honestly, it seems like the economy and like richer people. And again, I'm not going to get political here, but um, none of this really has to do with ICE, immigration custom enforcement. So my thought is it's confusing and I feel like it's just going to get people mad. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get everyone mad. I know there are some people who see this and like it. That's how things work. Everyone's allowed to have your own opinion. If you have something wrong with this and you would like to debate me on it, I will gladly have you on the show. I will gladly talk to you. Okay. If you're mad that I tore several of these down today, come talk to me, okay? But again, this is not a political statement. It's an anti-political statement, really, because I think politics divide people. That's a fact. And my goal here is to unite everyone. Okay? So, yeah. So anyways, interesting day. So, we're going to have Austin Gaffney on here today, and I know he's very excited. He kind of helped me get this whole thing started, actually. He was like, um, he wanted to be here live in person. We even thought about live streaming this and setting it up so that he would actually be here and you could see me and him side by side talking. But unfortunately, some scheduling conflicts, the snow, all this stuff, so that couldn't happen. But we will tune into him soon. So why don't we give a warm welcome to my good pal, Austin Gaffney. Yeah, Austin. Hey, we're back with Austin Gaffney. Yeah, great to see him. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I hope I'm fine on your end because as soon as you started, my Wi-Fi just crapped out. But yeah, how's things?
Things are good, man. Good to talk to you. Yeah, like the American flag background. I just spent the
Thanks. This
last
is
couple minutes telling people what this is because a lot of people, including you, were like, "You should hang this up." So we both have American flags. Is that your 48 star flag?
no, this is 50. My
Okay.
48
All
one
right. All right.
is
Well,
filed.
anyways, so how are you doing today, man?
Good. I was extremely tired at school for some reason, but other than that, I'm fine.
I think everyone was tired at school. Shortest week,
Yeah,
but also the longest.
yeah. It
Yeah.
just felt the why they were block days. Like it was two
I don't
days.
know
They should.
because like I think it would have been easier if they just gave us the whole week off because it just made things. It was like they just compacted everything, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't get into like topics that you're already trying to talk about, but like with the roads yesterday, I feel like a bunch of buses were really late and
mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah.
but yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Well, what would you say right now is your biggest issue, your biggest grievance with Lindbergh, the school?
Ooh, man, I should like mentally prepared before this with answers. I feel like the thing that happened today with those posters just kind of made me mad. Like, I'm sure you've already talked about them because that was like
Yep.
the biggest thing that happened this week. But just
This
like
poster?
yes,
Yep.
keep politics out of school. Keep your own opinion to yourself.
I agree. Yeah, I would say that that first part I agree with you with. I think we need to keep politics out of school because um and you brought a good point up with the clubs. The reason these clubs exist is so that you can find the people that you kind of share the same opinions with. Unless you're in something like debate club, that's the kind of stuff where you really want to like put up like, your hot takes like that. Whereas in the
Yeah,
hallways, it's like literally everyone is seeing that, and I feel like it's going to do more harm than good. Also, considering where we live, um, I just don't know if yes, it'll get you attention. It did its job. Okay, they got people's attention because every single person I talked to was like, "Yeah, I saw that poster. I saw the posters everywhere."
everyone. Yeah, and like they were at lunch. I think there was like a whole group of them walking around handing them out.
Mm.
So yeah, they. I will say they got attention, and I think that's what they wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I didn't
Um,
even know about this, but apparently I've seen it on the internet too. So like it's a whole thing, but I didn't know about it until today. So
mhm. Yeah,
yeah,
well, my thing was I didn't realize it was like a huge nationwide thing ever. I saw the first thing and it was like January 30th, don't come to school. And I was like, we don't have school on the 30th.
But,
And so I was like really confused, and then it was like nationwide, and I was, oh, okay, yeah, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna. I don't want this to be my political statement. I'm saying it's an
yeah,
anti-political statement, okay? Because
yeah,
I think a school should be neutral, okay? We should be able to walk around and kind of put that behind us. You don't have to agree with everyone. You don't have to get along with everyone. But this kind of stuff, the day and
yeah,
age we live in, people get violent and mad really quickly. And so
yeah.
this kind of stuff is going to do way more harm than good.
But yeah, I guess that's my biggest thing that was going on right now. But I will say the administration handled it very well because they were also taking down the posters.
Hmm.
So
Well,
it
they have
wasn't
to.
anything to do with the. Yeah, they have to. But I think that it's good that they were.
Mm.
Like, I don't think any teachers gave their own political opinion by leaving them up. They all took them down from what I saw. I think that's good. And my biggest pet peeve had nothing to do with the administration. The administration
Mm.
did good in my eyes.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, I saw teachers taking them down. I already said, I I rustled up a group of people and I said, well, guys, let's take these down, okay? Because
Yeah,
and our goal was not to gain attention. Our goal was to kind of stop something bigger from happening, which I don't know how much of an
yeah,
impact we had. But I'm not, and I have to keep mentioning, I didn't take it down because I disagreed with it or anything like that. If it said ice in instead of ice out, still would have
so,
taken it down, okay? Because I just think this political stuff really, it just it creates a lot of chaos. I mean, we see what's
yeah,
going on in New York. We see what's going on in Minnesota. All over our country, people are just so polarized. It's always us versus them. And so seeing this kind of stuff where we are, it kind of just scares me because I don't want people, you know, being all like, mad at each other. I
yeah,
think we should all learn to just, okay, you have your opinion, I have mine, but we're okay. We don't have to fight each other. We don't have to scream at each other. uh, you know,
yeah,
which is why I do this podcast. So yeah, um,
yeah,
yeah. But school should be a neutral zone.
yes.
Hmm.
I would 100% agree.
All right.
Um, I don't know. Do you notice anything else big that happened this week? It was very, yeah, we said it was long, but nothing really happened besides that.
Yeah. Well, with 2 days, there's not much to talk about other than that. Well, what happened
Marines, but
today, and the fact
Marines,
that there
whole
was
thing,
barely any school. So
yeah.
yeah.
Just enjoyed the snow days.
Hmm.
I was really hoping for one more.
I think we all
I
were. We
knew
were
it
hoping
was,
for the whole day, the whole week off.
I knew it was never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, but you said you're roasting it for a while. I'm getting
They
very. This is very off school topic, but like
they weren't.
um,
The bus got stuck. Like it came in. I was like leaving. I was like, the bus should have come like 10 minutes ago. And I see the bus driver, and I can like see her. She's like, everyone be quiet, stop. Which I don't blame her, man. That's gotta be if you got like 20 kids in there and you're trying to get around in the road here. I don't blame you, but I was like, did they really think this through? Because my neighborhood was not prepared. But I think once I got back home, I think the plows had come through. But yeah.
I do have one more school thing, and this is just I want your opinion because I was just thinking about it. What's your opinion on like stuff like what happened today, where the Marines showed up and they did the whole pull up thing? What's your
Oh,
opinion on stuff like that?
oh,
Because I think it's cool, but
I
I want
loved it.
yours.
I was there. You know that
Yeah,
I was
did
pulling
it?
up. I did about 3.5 pull-ups, which is not much, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad I put myself out there. Uh,
Yeah,
you know, my both my great grandparents, my great grandpas, I guess, were Marines. So I have a lot of respect for the Marine Corps. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, well, that's cool. And then obviously you guys were like, well, you should do it. And I was, nah. But then Lincoln went up, and I was like, well, I kind of have to now. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I think
know.
that was,
Yeah, I didn't do the best. I'm not.
you were more brave than just the friend group because we were all like, you should go up after you went up. We were like, you should go up. No, you should go up. No, you should go
Yeah.
up.
Um,
But
I'm not gonna
I
lie
thought it was
here.
cool to watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here. You saw how I was after that. I was like, I sounded like I was
Now
dying,
you
which I
now you
felt
got a
like
goal
I
for next time they
was.
come.
People came up to me. They were like, "Why does your voice sound like that?" And I was like, "I did the Marines pull-up challenge." And they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you were up there. You only did like 3." And I was like, "I know."
Shut up. He's
It's better than 2. Which when I was up there, he was like, the guy
me.
next to me, he's like, 1, 2, and I got up and I was like, and he goes 2.5, and I was like, no, come on. And I went again, and he goes 2 3/4, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't win
Hey, now
anything, but I have. At least I did it. I stepped in. Yeah,
you have the memory.
I have the memory.
And Henry almost recorded you, but we decided not to.
You should have. I could have played it right here. Yeah.
I should.
You
We
got
should
y'all
have.
should have, man. Yeah.
Hey, but phones out of school is against the law, so we could
I
have.
mean, no, that's very bad of you. Never mind. Why would you do
Yeah.
that? Why would you even think about that? Oh, that's very, very, no, not good. Not good. Don't make me report you. Yeah.
I never said anything.
Hmm?
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the week. You know,
Yeah.
like I can't think of anything else that happened.
Yeah. Well.
Snow. It's the biggest snow I've seen in a while. I'm happy with it.
Oh yeah.
And we're supposed to get like
Hmm.
more today or tomorrow.
I don't know.
More snow.
The weather report for
It's
the
like
past 2 weeks has been like, so we're either get
never
2 inches of
existed.
snow or 200, and it's either gonna happen
We're gonna
at the
get-
beginning of the week or the end of the week or all week. And I'm like, what is happening? It's like
we
there's
should get
gonna
some
be
snow or a lot.
snow at some point.
Expect snow.
Yeah.
We don't know how much, when, or where.
Uh
Just be ready.
huh. Yeah. Um.
And I loved it.
mm.
I thought
Oh yeah, I was glad to
I
see
was
it too. However,
yeah.
my arms and my back were not happy when I had to plow for like 4 days straight. 4 days in a row. Not 4 days straight. That'd be awful. Uh, plow the whole city.
Every day shoveling out the snow.
Yeah.
I like shoveling. This is so just like you and me call rant, but I love shoveling snow.
You
It's
know,
fun.
in a way, okay, so it's difficult, right? But you
Yeah.
have a feeling of satisfaction. My dad calls it type 2 fun. As you're doing it, it's hard, it's difficult, you're aching, but then after you sit down, you look at your work, you're like, I did it. I'm glad I did it. You know?
Yeah. I like that. Cutting the grass, same way. You know, doing stuff like
I
that. I
like
like
cutting the grass
that.
actually. Like I think it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grass is green, just like Lindbergh. I'm sorry, I
And
had to tie it into Lindbergh somehow. Anyways.
snow is white, just like America. I don't know. I was copying you. You can cut stuff
Anyways,
like this out. It's very awkward.
do you think I should start wearing a green tie? Because some people have been like, James, do you only have 2 ties? And the answer to that question is yes. I only have 2 ties.
Better than me.
Yeah. So maybe I should buy a green
Like get
tie.
one. You should get a green one and see if you can find a green one with white stripes to match your flag.
Good idea.
Like green,
good
white,
idea.
green, white.
Green, white, and gold, or
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah.
I feel like that would be. Oh, and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Or what are the like colors of all the classes? Isn't it like
Oh, there's like white, green, gold, and black. I think.
yeah?
For all the classes, yeah. But I mean, like right here,
No, there's no-
I mean, I've just got like this.
Yeah. Then that's
Alright.
all the colors except for
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's about all we have for today. I think this was pretty fun. This might be one of the
Yeah.
funnest episodes I've done so far. And also, like, you have been a great supporter of this podcast since the beginning. I know, 3 episodes in, and yeah, I know you wanted to be here live, but unfortunately we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I think this is
Hey,
still
maybe
good. Yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for being on the show, man.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, everybody, that about wraps it up for episode 3. Thanks for tuning in. I know some of the topics today got a little, heated, whatever. Not really, but I know some of this might have been kind of hard to think about. But I just want to, make sure everyone understands it. I don't want this to be political. I want us to all, come together and put that aside, okay? We live in a really interesting time period right now where people are just so violent and quick to judge and quick to pick one side, and there's no in between. And so I really hope that in our school and on this podcast, we can, get rid of that. So, yeah, but anyways, see you next episode. All right. Outro music.